What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Yes, I know I've been away for a while, went away for a couple of days, and now I'm back. I did pick the wrong time to go away, let's be honest. There's been a lot going on, and big shout out to Big BadBoy who's been holding down the fort on the Triple B Gaming News channel. Unfortunately, there was no one here to hold down the fort, but we're going to be going through everything that's gone on over the last couple of days in today's video. From people calling me a stalker, people saying that I'm weird, people saying that I need to pay my rent. Well, we're going to cover all of that in today's video, guys, so hold on to your seats. And if you do enjoy the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up if you're new, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. And don't forget to go and follow me on Twitter at badboybeaman. Also, before we get started, a big shout out to everyone who does follow me on Twitter. We recently hit 10,000 followers, so a massive thank you to everyone who does follow me already. Right, let's crack on with the video. So let's start by talking about the video that sparked all this controversy on social media. Yes, I went to a FaZe event. I paid just like everybody else who was there. Anybody who has seen this video start to finish, which by the way is 10 minutes 38 seconds long, you will be aware of exactly what occurred on that day. Right, so I'm not going to go into too much detail about it other than the fact that I asked Swagg if he would answer a couple of questions. He said no. I got a photo with him that was sort of the icebreaker so that I could actually get close and ask him whether or not he was willing to answer any questions, and he said no. In no way, shape or form is any of this behaviour weird or stalker-like. So we're going to get straight into the detail of it all today because the likes of Modern Warzone have called it weird. The likes of Jake Lucky of Full Squad Gaming have called it weird and labelled me a stalker in the title of one of their videos. But the main focus of that video with Jake Lucky reporting on this is the fact that he was so ill-informed of everything that actually occurred. It actually really shocked me how much he claimed he didn't know throughout that video. He made himself look like an absolute ill-informed reporter, and that is just not good when you are actually the host of a news channel. Right? It makes no sense to not do your research if you are in fact reporting on news. If you're going to report on a story, you need to get it right. And 10 minutes 38 is all it would have taken him to actually see exactly what occurred from my point of view on that day. But Jake Lucky either decided to watch it and ignore it, or to just not watch it at all. Either way, he made himself look like an idiot. But before I even actually left to go up to Manchester to try and meet the FaZe Clan and FaZe Swagg, I actually put a video out. It was scheduled for while I was actually at the event, and there was a section within here which did actually claim exactly why I was going up there, and it did actually claim that there was no other intention other than to try and get a couple of questions answered by FaZe Swagg. Let's run that bit through for you now. Hopefully we are able to get a face-to-face with FaZe Swagg. That's the idea, that's the plan. We're going to try and go up there and ask him a couple of questions. Maybe he will spot me a mile away and decide to tell whatever security he's got to keep me away, I'm not sure. There is absolutely no other intention of me going up there other than to actually ask him a couple of questions. No ill will is meant whatsoever. It is a simple case of me going up there and asking FaZe Swagg a couple of questions surrounding the Call of Duty Warzone scene and how much of a problem the cheating has become in the game, and hopefully we can get a face-to-face with him, because it does state on the site where you can buy the tickets for this event that it's meet and greet. So hopefully we do get to meet and, well, hopefully a nice greeting from him. So does that sound like in any way, shape or form stalker behaviour, or does that sound like I've done my research, found out there was a FaZe event at Manchester City, which is quite near to my local area, decided to take this opportunity to go and ask somebody who is a top level content creator about the cheating problem that's occurred in Call of Duty Warzone? And I obviously stated in that video that there was no ill will intended. The only reason I was going up there was to actually ask Swagg a couple of questions about Warzone. I didn't even say within this video that I was going to go up there and ask him about him cheating, which is something else I really want to touch on as well today. I want to talk about the videos that I've put on my channel about FaZe Swagg. Now, obviously, the more recent ones are me actually going to meet him and the one talking about the fact that I was going up there to meet him. But let's talk about this one here. Big streamer Zen stops working. FaZe Swagg claims his Zen stops working. This was back when Triple B Gaming News was run on the main channel, and it was solely done simply as a comedic gaming news video series. That was it. However, I did not state anything within that wasn't a quote from FaZe Swagg. in a clip that was played within that video, Swagg says his Zen stopped working, so nothing within that video is an accusation. Let's talk about FaZe Swagg using strike pack, ? Warzone script anti-recoil, Warzone aimbot script, ? Within that, we actually went into detail about how a light on the back of his controller looked like a strike pack. Do you know what happened straight away after FaZe Swagg had heard about this video? He went ahead and addressed it instantly, which we have mentioned a couple of times, by showing in his next video upload during the intro the back of his scuff controller where he had taken the paddles off and there were blue lights shining through. So we actually did post another video called FaZe Swagg using a strike pack part 2. And we go into detail about how FaZe Swagg had actually shown this in his video. We even go into detail in this video where FaZe Swagg shows this. Watch. Let me move it back a little bit.
The light showing. The fact that I even have to say something about it is just ridiculous. Like this.
Okay, so that was the part in the second video I put out about it, stating that FaZe Swagg has addressed this instantly. And yes, okay, there are still question marks hanging over the situation. But not once did I actually say it is definitely a strike pack. Not once did I say FaZe Swagg is 100% cheating. I didn't accuse him. I asked the question and he answered. So it would appear that FaZe Swagg was more than happy to actually answer the question that was asked in my first video. So we put this second video out, showing that he'd answered it. Now there are more videos on my channel about FaZe Swagg. One more recently actually, but another one which is FaZe Swagg accusing jsmooth of cheating, which he did, by the way. So again, that's not an accusation against Swagg. That was Swagg actually claiming that he didn't understand what had gone on in the gameplay of the jsmooth, which became a massive thing. Loads of people spoke about that situation and that clip. FaZe Swagg promoting cheaters. Now this is actually factually correct because he's actually done videos where he reacts to other people's gameplay, world record gameplays, top plays of Rebirth Island, the Doesnt, Caldera and so on. And some of the people on his channel are more Swagg are cheaters who he's reacting to, people using unlocker tools, people using aimbot and wall hacks and so on. It's factually correct. Now this one here says Swagg playing with known cheater. Okay? Ooh, badboybeaman, false accusations. Wrong, because he was playing with Jerome22, who is a known cheater, who, by the way, if you don't remember, is the guy the Zlaner called in to kill CeeLo. Right? DJ CeeLo TTV. This is the guy the Zlaner, Tim the Tapman, Cloaksy called in, who was running around the map with them, and they knew he was there, who was cheating, and they called him in to kill CeeLo, who at the time was an Xbox player. Swagg was playing with him, and we're not talking in a similar situation to the likes of Zlaner where he was running around in his own team, but just listening for callouts. He was actually on the same team as Jerome22, so he was fully playing with an aimbotting wall hack cheater. Now let's get further down here right now. This is probably the most important one. This is the one that I would say is an accusation from myself to FaZe Swagg. Can you believe it? Swagg, Mutex, Booyah and Blast playing on Kenya's server. This was the one video that actually caused everybody in the Call of Duty scene, all these top level content creators, by the way including Jake Lucky and Modern Warzone, to ask whether or not the use of a VPN to break skill-based matchmaking is a form of cheating. Of course it is. Anything that breaks skill-based matchmaking is cheating, but these guys normalised it. They normalised it so hard. But the reason behind that was because in the tournament, Swagg, Mutex, Booyah and Blast were connected to a Kenyan server. It was there for the whole public to see. I think at the time, Mutex was meant to have his screen on hidden, on intermission screen, but instead he didn't. Everybody could see it. And that is what caused the whole thing about people saying VPN is not cheating, VPN is cheating, and there was this big uproar about it. Now, I didn't directly state that Swagg used that VPN, but what I did state is that he was in the four-man team that did use the VPN, so they are all as bad as each other. Nick Merckx exposes Swagg for using Cronus Max, and that is something that Nick Merckx stated, whether it was joking or not, it was stated by Nick Merckx. Okay, so we've got to the point where everything that can be said about me accusing Swagg, no? So you could look at that and say, oh, well, he's just reporting news, couldn't you? But at the same time, the type of news I put out is surrounding cheating. The type of things I put out are surrounding suspicious gameplay, but nothing within my videos states that I have accused Swagg of something falsely in any way. And Swagg was more than happy to get a photo with me. And yes, he did know who I was, Jake, and yes, he was still happy to take a photo with me. but he just wouldn't answer any questions. Okay, so we're probably going to be swapping back and forth between my channel and this video just to add things up a little bit, or at least clear things up for Jake Lucky a little bit. Just quickly put my headset on so I can hear his voice.
At the event were several FaZe Clan members like Swagg, like Santana, probably others as well I did not see, but someone who did see them from across the room and maybe even met some of them was BadBoy Beaman. Now when I...
From across the room, right. Okay, I was recording videos. Everybody has seen that video, but they're trying to spin the narrative that I was taking creepy photos from across a room. We were outside. It was in an outside area. Do your research, Jake. And I was recording a video. If you'd watched my original video, you would have seen the moments that I'd edited in that video to make it look like FaZe Santana had devil eyes staring right at me. That was the purpose of the tweet. I'll show you that now. And I know a lot of you guys will have already seen this video, which, by the way, if you want to watch it start to finish and you haven't already, it is linked in the description below. Okay, so you guys can see this right now. FaZe Santana looked directly at me. I edited the video to make it look like he had devil eyes. Little bit of fun, little bit of humour to add into the mix of the editing, to add a little bit more humour into the content. As a content creator, I think that's pretty okay to do, right? So I put this tweet out, and this tweet was intended for anybody who had already watched the video that had gone up. The moment the boy Santana realised Triple B was looking him dead in the eyes, because if anybody had seen the video, right, they would have known that edit was in there. So where's the harm in that? But it was this tweet here that actually sparked a lot of comments saying that it was weird, stalkerish and so on. But the people making these comments obviously didn't realise that it was a still from a video. It wasn't a photograph taken. But let's carry on listening to what Jake Lucky, Sucky, had to say.
When I first saw all of this, it was just the first tweet towards FaZe Santana, which, again, I'm not always right here on this channel. That is very clear, and I'm not sure.
It is extremely clear, Jake. You're hardly ever right, are you? Especially when it comes to talking about me. You seem to get things twisted and wrong. Whether that's intended, I'm not sure, although it probably is. But then what do I know? I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. I'm ill-informed. Oh wait, no, that's you.
This weird behavior or not, but me personally, I think it is weird behavior to sit across the room from someone that, you know, a group of guys that you have probably laid accusations against, and then to take a picture.
All the people who paid for the ticket to go to that event were all sat in the same area, all stood in the same area, all waiting to see the same people. In fact, there was a queue that took about 2 hours for people to get through to actually stand and get a photograph with some of the FaZe Clan. So all of these guys weird? Are all of these guys stalkers? No. They're fans. There were people obviously wanting to ask questions, and these content creators turn up to an event where hundreds, if not maybe 1,000 people were attending. They knew full well that people were going to be taking photographs of them, videos of them, and so on. That is what happens at these events. And it's not like I've jumped over the back fence and crept in. No, not at all. It's not like my name was on a blacklist and I wasn't allowed in and I've wore a disguise to get in. No, I walked through the gates like everybody else who attended that whole event. I had a pass like everybody else who attended that whole event. In fact, just to make it clear, when you paid to get in, you got a wristband. Now, I'm not probably going to ever do anything with this because it's got the Manchester City badge on. But that's proof right there that I paid to enter. In fact, let me put the receipt up right now that I got in the email. Right? So now you guys have seen that email proof of me actually paying to enter that event. I just want to point this one last little thing out that he said as well that we did actually miss
on. Guys that you have probably laid accusations against.
Now, I've already addressed the whole FaZe Swagg situation where Jake Lucky has claimed I've probably laid accusations against. Everything I've ever put out in a video of Swagg has either been addressed by Swagg himself or it's been factually correct and ignored. And as for him saying the probably, that means that he didn't have to do his research, okay? But that allows his viewers, Jake Lucky's viewers, to believe that I am going to meet a group of people who I've accused the hell out of. So this is what we're going to do now. We're just going to quickly go to my YouTube channel. In the little search bar here, I'm going to type in FaZe Santana. Enter. Wait. No. No. Let's type in phase jsmooth. Oh, no. The only 2 videos on my channel that actually include either of those people are the 2 at the top there. The first one where I explained that I was going to the event, and the second one where I'm at the event. So again, that's Jake Lucky putting out some very poor information with hardly any research done. In fact, no research done. Or maybe he did, but used the word probably intentionally to allow his viewers to believe that I had accused all of these guys I went up there to see. Let's carry on and hear what he's got to say from there.
And then to take a picture across the room from someone just to tweet it then. As BadBoy tweeted, the moment that the boy Santana realized BBB was looking him dead in the eyes. And like people have like zoomed in, which is ironic because this is like, you know, making a accusation where we zoomed in and we try and see whether Santana actually locked eyes with the camera or BBB. I don't think they actually locked eyes. Again, that's just my opinion. I cannot confirm.
He doesn't think. That's just his opinion. He can't confirm that. So you shouldn't really be stating that on a news channel, really, should you, Jake?
100%, but Santana did respond saying, I don't even know who you are. I wish the story ended there. I guess you guys could start out by saying, do you think that's kind of weird? Is that okay? I don't know. I don't randomly take pictures of people from across the room just to tweet and kind of taunt them, but that's maybe just me. It continued because apparently there was some sort of meet and greet, and even Swagg got to meet BBB, and I personally do not think he realized who he was taking a selfie with.
Once again, ill-informed. And you know what? If Jake really wanted to, I'm sure as a news reporter, somebody who was highly involved with esports talk, who's got quite a bit of stature when it comes to these Warzone pros, he would probably get a response from Swagg as well. He could reach out to Swagg and ask Swagg himself about the interaction that me and him had. And he would tell, well, would he tell the truth? I'm not sure, but he would give his side of the story. And I'm hoping it would actually line up and match with exactly what I've said. Because nothing I've said is wrong. Nothing I've said was a lie. Everything I've said is in my video, which, oh, wait, Jake didn't watch that before putting this video out, did he? No.
That's just me. And you know why I think that? Because the last time I talked about Swagg and badboybeaman, the dude Swagg was potentially going to sue this guy for defamation of the things and the claims he has made against him.
Swagg was about to sue somebody he wouldn't recognise? What? How's he going to do that? How would Swagg be able to sue someone he doesn't recognise in person? Swagg knew exactly who I was. His reactions said it all. Although he didn't say, oh my god, it's you, badboybeaman. He said, no fucking way, man. Right? The reactions said it all. The fact that he pointed in my face as he said it, he knew exactly who I was. He was still okay to get a photo, just wouldn't answer any questions. But then you've got Jake Lucky here doing no research. Let's carry on watching that. Oh my god.
As he said, good chat, Swagg. Thanks for the invite. See you later. And had a few responses here and there about being at the event, and that's about it. And I'm actually not sure. I saw the picture yesterday. I'm not sure if he deleted it off the timeline for any reason in particular, but...
Well, again, Jake Lucky making himself look like an uneducated, ill-informed, very poorly researched idiot, because he would know that that photo never landed on my timeline. That was only put in the video. That was it. Maybe people screenshotted it and actually put it on the timeline, but I never posted it. And Jake wouldn't know that if he actually watched the video. Not once did that photo get posted by me onto Twitter or any other social media platform, at least not yet. But it hasn't actually been posted on social media.
But it was a selfie, so it seemed, of BBB taking a picture with Swagg and Swagg smiling and doing that, which at first I couldn't even believe it was real. And so if it was real, I have to imagine when you have a meet and greet, you're meeting probably tons of people out there, maybe not knowing or realizing at first that you are taking a picture with the guy who has accused you endlessly about
Endlessly? Accused? It just shows that Jake Lucky was trying to spin a narrative that I was up there on a creepy, weird, stalkerish behaviour mission, and Swagg didn't have a clue who I was. He couldn't be far from the truth, And news is meant to be truthful. And when you have videos that are titled "BadBoy Beaman stalking Warzone pros," well, that's when it becomes defamatory. That's when it becomes a problem. And that is when you start talking to lawyers. And this whole video that Jake Lucky has put out has been saved and it has been documented, along with all of the comments in his comment section, as well as my video's comment sections too, to show the actual effect this video has had on me. Oh wait, no, I'm not actually upset by it, but it's definitely having an effect. And that is not something that Jake will want to hear. That's not something that should be happening. You should not be putting out any form of news if it isn't factually correct. You shouldn't be putting out a whole video that's 5 minutes long, that start to finish is just misinformation. Misinformation with a title that is completely defamatory, with a title that is completely misleading in itself, with nothing but maybes and buts and I don't knows throughout. Jake Lucky is not going to be very lucky if he carries on reporting news in this manner. Well, he's just one piece of the problem at this moment in time.
Of Cronus and whatnot. So I would imagine if Swagg did know, he wouldn't have taken that picture. But for me, it's just like you go through some of these replies and some of these tweets. I mean, I don't think he was invited to a meet and greet. It just seems like weird to bend this wording as if you were invited, as if you look Santana in the eyes from across the room, as if you and Swagg are good buddies. And then you tweet out about me and Modern Warzone, you know, dick riding all of these Warzone streamers.
Now, this is the next part I wanted to get into. Now, this is a part of Jake Lucky's video as well, and he doesn't realise it, but this is actually one of the things that ties my next part into it, is the fact that I believe that every single time this new term that gets used against me, whether it be clout chaser, whether it be clip manipulator, now it's apparently a weirdo stalker, but when these terms get used, it's not just one person throwing them at me, it's multiple. And the way I see it is, it's always the same couple of people, and these people have the same people backing them up as well. And I'll get into detail about that. And I know this is a very long video, guys, but I've been away and I'm trying to cover everything in as short a time as possible in this video. So Jake Lucky put out a tweet after my video saying, "BadBoy Beaman, the type to accuse every pro in Warzone, then show up to a Manchester City event and take pics of him from across the room. Ain't that kind of weird, or is that just me?" And at the same time as Jake Lucky calling me weird, or at least within the space of about an hour, Modern Warzone decided to comment on my tweet, "You've done some weird shit before, but this one takes the cake." So again, at this point, the new narrative is that I'm weird. You've done some weird shit before, but this takes the cake. Ain't this kind of weird, or is it just me? So we've got Jake Lucky and Modern Warzone both putting out the narrative at this point that I'm weird. Now, what is weird, really? What is weird? Some things are weird to one person, normal to another. What's normal to another is weird to the other. Define weird. I mean, am I weird for doing the things that these guys are saying? Definitely not. Because I turned up to a public event, but we've already covered that. But this is the section that really got me, because I saw both of these things happening pretty much at the same space of time on Twitter. So I put the tweet out saying, "Two people who will continue to deride the top streamers for as long as they live." Am I wrong? Well, it would appear not, because Jake Lucky as well as Modern Warzone have done nothing but continue to deride them since I put that tweet out anyway. And it's probably going to go on for a very, very long time. Maybe these guys will get to the top. Maybe these guys will get invited to Zlaner's birthday party or Swagg's Easter party. Who knows? Maybe Modern Warzone will get his verification tick back. Probably not.
Which is weird when you check your pinned tweet and you think I'm riding. I think we're all riding a little bit, if we're being honest here, BBB.
Nothing wrong with that pinned tweet at all. It happened. Swagg got to meet his idol, BBB, in real life. I didn't get jumped, although it came close with some Zlaner fans. Link in bio. And again, anybody who has seen the full video will know there was no deriding involved, especially in that pinned tweet. Now, this section really was hilarious, because he's showing my pinned tweet saying that I was deriding Swagg. But all this shows to me is that Jake Lucky was fully aware at this moment that that video existed, but chose not to go and watch it, or chose to watch it and completely ignore it, because it even says in this tweet, link in bio, with the thumbnail from the video in this tweet. So how on earth does he not know what actually occurred? He's obviously watched the video and just not put out the information from that video and decided not to report on that side of things. Or Jake Lucky is very simple, very stupid, and didn't realise that link in bio meant that this thumbnail right here has a video on YouTube that is linked to it, and the link for that video was in the bio of my Twitter channel. Anybody who sees link in bio knows exactly what this means, but maybe Jake Lucky is a little bit different. Maybe he doesn't understand what link in bio means. So for future reference, Jake, if you see something like this with an image that shape, with my face on it in some way, shape or form, and it says link in bio like that, it means there's a video on my YouTube channel about this tweet, about that image, okay? Just for future reference, buddy.
For being honest, even Zlaner had a little bit to say. We'll probably touch on more of this as he talked at length about this, but a quick clip of Zlaner also making comment about BBB being at the same event as some of the FaZe Clan boys.
I'm pretty sure BBB is at that game, and he's taking photos of them. He's taking photos of them and posting them online and say, like, from across the room, like he's across the room posting them. He's got to watch out now, because like now he's going from online, you know, posting videos online, slandering names to like legitimate stalking, like actual stalking, going to in-person events, to like taking photos and shit and being far away.
Okay, so let's get something straight again with the misinformation there. He's talking about being at the game. It was an event, a FaZe event, Zlaner. But if you'd have done your research, you'd have known that. Let's talk about this slandering names, like calling somebody a clip manipulator, stating as fact that that person manipulated or cut frames out of footage without any evidence. Now that is defamation of character, that is slander. Just want to make you aware of that. But then to go on about me being a stalker, Zlaner mentioning me being a stalker again, defamation of character. These guys talk about it, their fans talk about it, they talk about clip manipulation, they talk about falsely accusing, they talk about slanderous behaviour, they talk about defamation of character, and that's all what they do to me. But when they do it in sequence, and again, this is what ties it all together. Modern Warzone and Jake Lucky both calling me weird, and around the same time, you've got Zlaner on his live stream talking about it, but talking about Stalker, talking about weird, talking about slander. And within this sort of time frame of Modern Warzone and Jake Lucky tweeting about me, Zlaner also tweeted about me. He also put out a tweet. Now, although his tweet wasn't actually about me being weird or a stalker, it was actually in perfect sequence with Modern Warzone and Jake Lucky, as it always is. Now pay attention to this group of people I've mentioned, and then there's a subgroup of people below them who also get involved and retweet and share and like and comment. All these guys have got their verification ticks, well, except Modern Warzone. But a lot of these guys are top level content creators, guys and girls, by the way, females included. And Zlaner decided to spam his live stream chat with the tweet that he put out. Let's have a look at that tweet now. Now, this is the tweet from Zlaner that makes me believe that these guys are always in sequence, they're always in sync with when it comes to throwing shade on my name. Oh shit, rent is due. Now, this is a term I've seen on every single video that I've put out on Zlaner. And it's not like I'm just using the same one clip or the same two clips. There are literally hundreds and hundreds of clips of Zlaner. Now, I'm sure if he actually went and checked the whole of YouTube to see how many videos in total there were of him with suspicious gameplay, there would probably be thousands. There are multiple people out there doing the same style videos as me. This is the image here, right? There are plenty on there. Now, when I look at this image, I think, wow, 46 videos on one guy. But that's not where my thoughts end, by the way. I'm sure that's where his thoughts ended on this. 46 videos, what a weirdo, what a creep, right? But that's not the case. You look at this now and you realise that Zlaner is fully aware there are 46 videos of his gameplay online questioning it. I am questioning his gameplay. In majority of these, there are some that aren't actually me questioning his gameplay, like these first two here, which is me accepting his offer that he actually made. This one is him not responding to the offer. This one's a podcast where the guy I spoke to, who's a rage hacker, actually spoke about Zlaner cheating. And we've got one here about introducing him to Optic Gaming and so on. So there are a couple there. that aren't to do with his suspicious gameplay. But this shows now that Zlaner is fully aware that this gameplay exists, that these videos of me questioning his gameplay exist. This also reiterates this point I made in this video here. He lied to you, where he only addressed 2 moments of his own gameplay from any of these videos here. Now bear in mind, at the time, this amount of videos weren't on this channel at the time of him responding to me. However, let me point something out, is all of this here, these first 4 down here, 1, 2, 3 and 4, part 1, part 2, part 3 and part 4, they had between, I'd say, about 30 moments of gameplay, 20, 30 moments of gameplay, and Zlaner chose to address 2 moments, which I didn't actually accuse him of anything. And I've done a video in this here, he lied to you. And that right there shows that he didn't address anything. He literally used smoke and mirrors. And now he is showing his fans and anybody who has viewed that tweet that he is fully aware that all of those videos exist. So maybe, just maybe, we might get the response that we need. Maybe he'll respond to all of these videos. Maybe he will go through and break down that gameplay in every single one of these videos, all 46 of them, and prove me wrong. Or maybe he will just use smoke and mirrors. Maybe he will use deflection and just post an image of them all and say, oh shit, rent is due. It's not about rent. It's literally not about rent. How many times a month does one person pay rent? Do you have to pay that like twice a week? Do you have to pay that 3 times a month? I don't know, man, because I'm putting videos out midway through the month, at the start of a month, at the end of a month, on different months, of course. And yes, they might be linked to Zlaner. But these guys are saying that my rent must be due, so I'm shocked. I'm confused. I don't know when I pay rent. Am I behind on my rent? I don't know. But the fact is, the amount of videos that are here with the amount of suspicious moments from his gameplay, which anybody can go and view, and it's nothing to do with rent, but he will put that out and share this tweet onto his live stream multiple times to try and get people to go and spam the comment section of it, to make it look like some sort of weird behaviour. Now, I wouldn't mind if this was a case of me putting out 46 videos in, I don't know, like a month or 2 months or 3 months. Fair enough. That's probably a bit strange. Unless it was every time I saw a clip and made a video, but it's not like that. Each one of these videos contains multiple clips. So 46 videos, let's say about, I don't know, 37, 38 of them contain suspicious gameplay, and not one of these videos is just 1 clip, okay? You can go through the comment section on this tweet and see the type of people who are behind him, supporting his claim of me being weird or supporting whatever narrative he's trying to fit from this tweet. But again, this just shows it's a timed attack. Whether or not it is one person tweeting out and then the others think, oh, I'm going to jump on this, or whether or not they're in a little private Discord, I'm not sure. But the fact is, these guys, every single time one of them starts trying to attack me, the others do. And it doesn't bother me one bit. They've tried to cancel me multiple times, and I am still here standing. I am still making videos. I am still pointing out all the suspicious gameplay from these people. It's only up to the viewing public to decide whether or not they want to watch these videos with an open mind. And if your favourite streamer, Zlaner, doesn't have anything to hide, he would happily address every single clip in this. I don't even need him to do that for me. I would love for him to do that as a live stream to his own viewers. Hey, keep it private, keep it supporter only. I don't mind, I don't care. It's nothing to do with me. But let your supporters know that you're willing to address the suspicion in your gameplay. It's not hard. But after all of that said and done, the clip that Jake Lucky used in his video ends with Zlaner calling me a weirdo.
What a weirdo.
So yeah, there we have
it. Jake Lucky, Modern Warzone, and Zlaner all calling me weirdo. And that's the new narrative. And my comment sections are filling up with that narrative as well, guys. Which, by the way, I'm not bothered, because I'm just glad to see a change in scenery, a change in pace. These guys have learned a new sentence. No longer is my rent due. No longer am I a clip manipulator. No longer am I a clout chaser. Now the comments say weirdo or stalker. Now you guys can go and watch my videos. All the videos that have been spoken about today are actually in the description below. And yes, you've probably had some of this put across on the Triple B Gaming News channel for anybody who is subscribed over there, but I wanted to put my stamp on this, and I want to let Jake Lucky know that if he wants to put out videos about me, he better inform himself, he better go and do that research, because when he puts out a video like this, I will pick it apart piece by piece and make him look like the absolute tool he is. Look at him, just sat there licking his lips, confused, doesn't really know what he's saying. Probably hasn't got a clue what he said from start to finish in this video. Checked back and thought, yeah, put it out, looks alright. It's only BadBoybeaman. But in reality, this type of video that he has put out is going to do a hell of a lot of damage to his own credibility as a news reporter. So Jake, pull your socks up. If you want to come after me and do it properly. But until you can do it properly, until you can find something solid, the best thing you can do is keep your mouth shut. Because again, you've made yourself look like an idiot. One thing I want to point out before we finish this video off, guys. Have I ever gone after anybody for their mental well-being? Have I ever gone after anybody for their physical appearance? In fact, have I ever personally insulted any of these streamers? Now, for anybody who wants to, you can go and check if these guys have insulted me. In fact, you probably wouldn't be able to count on your fingers and toes how many times Zlaner has personally insulted me. Not to mention all of the other guys surrounding him who seem to tweet out at the same time. I always keep it professional. I always keep the personal out of it. It is only about the gameplay. It is only about cleaning up the cheaters from the gaming community. That is it. It's nothing personal, and it never has been. Well, there we have it, guys. There isn't really much need for an outro, but hey, listen, it's all there. The proof is in the pudding that these guys seem to just always team up against me. Who knows whether or not it's a timed attack and they discuss it behind the scenes. It's not really a thing that is known, but it does appear that way. Something that occurs every single time. The narrative has now changed. I am no longer a clout chaser. I am no longer a clip manipulator. The new trend is a weirdo stalker. I wonder what's next. Either way, they keep trying to cancel me and they keep failing. Better luck next time, lads. And if you did enjoy the video today, guys, be sure to hit that thumbs up if you're new, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. If you want to support the channel further, hit that blue join button today and become a member of the Triple B fam. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter at badboybeaman. Until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace!